friend Roger Christopherson here again with another first listen review. Whole bunch of stuff came out today, so I'm probably going to do a bunch of short ones and say these longer ones that I've been doing. But first one I'm going to get through today is the brand new one from Nita Strauss called The Call of the Void. I actually had no intention of getting this album, and I don't even know why I did. I just kind of was going through stuff. The digital download was available. I saw I had a whole bunch of bonus stuff on it, and I'm like, you know what? I like her playing with Alice Cooper, and the reason I wasn't going to get this is because I saw the videos for the last album, and there's a whole lot of wankery going on in the first video that I saw, like a few years ago on her first album. I don't really care for albums like of guitar players. They just kind of, I mean, they're always good, they're talented, but it just sounds like a whole lot of just shredding, and the first one was kind of like that, and it was like, I don't know, just didn't reach out and grab me. So this one, when I heard it came out, I wasn't really that interested in it. But now that I've listened to it, I'm glad that I changed my mind, because this was actually really good. Not what I expected at all. Of course, it's got some of what I expected, but kicks off, you know, with a, I'm not going to go through every song on this, but kicks off with an instrumental. But it wasn't just shredding, it was actual, you know, it actually had a beginning, a middle, and an end. It went through what a normal song would do. And a lot of times when I get these albums from, you know, guitarists to go on and make solo albums, it's just a whole lot of, like, here's a rhythm track with a bunch of shredding over the top of it, and that's not at all what that was. And she does have a lot of guest vocalists on this one. I think I got the first one, on the album is with Alyssa White Glutz or Gluz or however you say her name. I don't know, but she's did the death vocal stuff on this one, which she normally does with her own band. But it's too bad because she actually, I've seen her sing with, you know, her own band and doing some stuff, you know, with guest appearances and other people's stuff. And she actually can sing. It's kind of funny. I remember way back when she auditioned on American Idol, and they kind of laughed at her, and now here she is in this huge band, and she's guesting on a lot of people's albums. Kind of proved them wrong with that style of singing, but she can actually sing too, and I wish sometimes they would let her sing, because she has a really good singing voice too. But on this one, it's still, you know, the harsh vocals, I guess is what we'll call it. Good song. It's heavy, and Nita didn't like shred all over the top of the singing either. It actually made it a song with a solo, and pretty much every song that has a guest vocalist on it does that same thing. Next one with Chris Motionless, the same deal. Through the Noise with Lizzie Hale was a really cool song. And then we get Consume the Fire, which is we're 4 songs in, or actually 5 songs in now, before we get to another instrumental, which is just really strange for what I was expecting from a guitar, you know, shredder. I guess I kind of came to know her from, like, way back when I saw videos of the Iron Maidens. I remember her playing in that. I was like, oh, that's cool. These girls can really play, and I'm an Iron Maiden fan, so it's just kind of stumbled across them somehow. And when I heard she was joining Alice Cooper, I thought that was pretty cool. Still, to this day, hasn't recorded anything in the studio as far as I know with him. So it's kind of nice that she has some stuff out on her own that we can hear. And I had no intention of hearing anything she did with Demi Lovato. I saw one video, and she just kind of stood in the background and played. And I guess, you know, when the money's good, you got to do what you got to do. But I mean, I've been in bands where, trust me, I wasn't enjoying all of the music I was playing. It just kind of was a gig, and maybe that's all that was for her. I don't know. The 6th track on here, there was one with David Draymond called Dead Inside. I had actually heard this one, and I didn't really care for it that much. It was okay. I mean, I like Disturbed, and I like the song, but it actually didn't sound any different than Disturbed. It sounded like a Disturbed song, except just with better guitar playing. And I'm sorry if I offended anybody with that one, but hey, she shreds. And you know, it was a good song, so I didn't dislike it. It just didn't, like, really reach out and do anything extra special for me. Victorious featuring Dorothy on it. In case you don't know Dorothy, she's like this really bluesy type singer. I've actually got a few of her albums. It's funny because on most of her stuff, she does this vocal production where it's like an overly distorted type, almost like a radio distorted type vocal effects she uses. And I don't know why, because she's got a great voice. I mean, it's very effective, the style of music she does on her own. Didn't do it on this one, and I thought that was pretty cool because she's really got a cool voice. Then you get a couple more, instrumentals in there. Same thing. They're good songs even without the singing on it. If you're the type of person that doesn't enjoy instrumentals, this might be a little bit more up your alley because it's got melody within the guitar playing, and like I said, it kind of weaves its way like a regular song does. Get to track 10 there with Anders Fridden from In Flames. I probably said that name wrong too. A little heavier, but still got melody and still, I don't know, just it's a good song. Winner Takes It All is with Alice Cooper, and that was probably the most mainstream song on here as far as I could, picked up on it. Victorious was kind of mainstream too, which was kind of weird for Dorothy singing it because she's more of a bluesy type singer, but still a cool song. And the surprise of the album was the next one, Monster, with Lil Czar on it, who I really don't know much about. I know that's like an alter ego of, what's her name, Julia Summers or something like that. I can't remember, but not really familiar with that person. It's kind of an alter ego of another person. Don't know anything about her, but she sang great on this song. Actually, probably one of the better songs on the album as far as like, radio would go, but I don't know if you'll see that one or not. I thought it was probably one of the better songs that they should have chosen as a release, but what do I know? Now, the really interesting one is the next one called Kintsugi, which I know has something to do with fixing pottery in Japanese with like metals and stuff like that. I don't know exactly the exact definition of it, but it's supposed to be something very intricate and beautiful way to fix something or create something, and that kind of describes the music really well on this. It was a slower song, but really interwoven well with the guitar and the backing track and everything. It was a slower song, obviously, but still very good. And ended with the song Surfacing with Marty Friedman on it, which was a cool. You can definitely tell who's playing what in this one. It's and just a great way to end the album. I thought it was flowed perfectly well. I mean, I would rate this, probably a 9 out of 10. There's a couple spots in here, like I mentioned with the David Draymond one, and the Chris Motionless one was kind of in my opinion, but that's just me. Everybody's got different opinions. Some other people might like those songs better than the ones I mentioned, so that's just the way it goes sometimes. But I also got the digital download of this one, and that's got all the songs with the singing in it as instrumentals, and I was kind of hoping that she'd be doing some solos over what the singing was instead of the singing part, since that's kind of what I was hoping for. Like, we get these songs also as instrumentals too, with extra guitar playing on it instead of the vocals, but it was just the instrumentals without the vocals, nothing else added extra. It was kind of funny listening to it. It's like, wow, she actually knows how to write a song. She knows how to let a singer sing, and it kind of like showed that even more so. So kind of a little bit of something I didn't expect as well. So overall, I was really impressed with this. I went on a lot longer than I thought I was going to with it. You guys tell me what you think. As always, feel free to like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And I'm moving on to the next one. Until then, see ya.